Today in the news, 839 new virus cases reported in Texas as reopening continues, and former U.S. Representative Allen West is recovering after a Texas crash and the Texas hospital capacity report. This is May 27th, 2020, and this is Dallas Weekly News. Hello, I'm your host, Patrick Washington, and this is Dallas Weekly News. As Texas continues to reopen during the coronavirus pandemic, health officials said Sunday that there were 839 new cases of the virus reported in the state for a total of 55,348. The true numbers are likely higher because most people have not been tested, and studies suggest people can be infected and not feel sick. The Texas Department of State Health Services said Sunday that the number of deaths in Texas increased by 13 for a total of 1,519 deaths. Governor Greg Abbott has been reopening the state's economic activity in phases. Bars, breweries, and tasting rooms were allowed to reopen Friday at 25% capacity and with other social distancing measures in place. Rodeos, bingo halls, and aquariums also can reopen. Restaurants, which were allowed to open May 1st at 25% customer capacity, can now run at 50%. The new standards don't apply in El Paso and Amarillo, which have seen a recent increase in coronavirus cases. For most people, the coronavirus causes mild and moderate symptoms such as fever and cough that clear up in 2 to 3 weeks. For some, especially older adults and people with existing health problems, it can cause more severe illness, including pneumonia and death. Former U.S. Representative Allen West of Florida was recovering Sunday after suffering a concussion, several fractured bones, and cuts in a motorcycle crash near Waco, according to a post on his Facebook page. The post said West was driving back from a rally in Austin focused on reopening the state amid the coronavirus pandemic when the accident occurred Saturday. A post on his page later on Sunday said West was in stable condition, was expected to be released Monday, and then plans to take a week off to recuperate. West is running for chair of the Republican Party of Texas. Texas Department of Public Safety Sergeant Ryan Howard said in an email that troopers responded to a crash on Interstate 35 in the city of West Texas at about 5 p.m. Saturday. He said an unidentified vehicle had unsafely changed lanes in front of two motorcyclists, and one of the motorcyclists tried to brake and the rear motorcyclist crashed into the front one. He said both motorcyclists were taken to a hospital in Waco to be treated for injuries that weren't life-threatening. Allen's campaign manager, Lisa Hendrickson, said West was the motorcyclist in front in the DPS description of the accident. West, a Republican, moved from Florida to Texas after leaving Congress in 2013. He served one term and once called for then President Barack Obama's impeachment. And now the City of Dallas hospital capacity report. This has been Dallas Weekly News. I've been your host, Patrick Washington. You can find these and more stories at dallasweekly.com. And as always, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And of course, stay home if you can, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow.